that men must conquer to be happy. When I look at men who are unhappy or men who are depressed, depression's not real, we'll move on. A lot of them are living lives without conquest. They're living lives that are stagnant. A lot of them are living comfortable lives, but they're not living lives that involve conquest. Is the word I use. Conquest is the word, because men are not designed to be comfortable. Men don't want to be comfortable. They want to achieve. They need to feel pain and suffering to conquer something. I've, for a long time, studied history. I find history very interesting. Why do you think the Romans conquered Europe? The Romans conquered Europe. The Mongols conquered a bunch of shit. The British had a huge empire. Why do you think people conquered stuff? People go, oh, for natural resources, for the bollocks. They had no idea what was in any direction. They didn't have Google fucking Maps. The Romans didn't have Google Maps. They just thought, well, here's some rocks. If I melt these rocks, I can make metal. If I shape the metal in the shape of a sword and I sharpen it, I can walk in this direction and I'll randomly get to a group of people. Then what I'll do is I'll kill all the guys and fuck all the girls and turn all the kids into slaves. Why did they do that? They did that because it's the natural order of men to conquer. They say that this is a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing, because the natural order of men to conquer is what drives men to achieve. So men back then conquered. Now men conquer in different ways. They conquer financially. They work hard in the office, or they build a business to become rich. They don't want to be rich to be rich. They want to be rich because they want to conquer something. Why does Elon Musk want to put rockets in space? Because he has an ego and he wants to conquer space. This conquering drive is what's driven men since the dawn of time. It's not a bad thing and it shouldn't disappear. But for a man to be truly happy, he has to conquer. When I used to fight, people said to me, why do you fight? I said, I don't know, I just need to win. I need to win. I need to do something hard. I need to train so I can't walk, and I need to destroy my opponent and be victorious. That's why I fight. And when now I've retired, people say, why do you retire? Because now I'm running multi-million-dollar businesses. I'm still conquering the world. I'm making more money per day than I used to make per month. I'm earning stupid sums of money. That's still conquest. And it's only conquest that keeps me happy. If I were to sell my businesses now, I'd have a lot of money and I'd be comfortable. And I can go to the Maldives and sit in a hotel and be comfortable and just sit there and be comfortable. But I would not be happy because there's no conquest left. There's no attack. There's no victory. There's no pain. There's no suffering. None of that exists. And this is the driving force of men. This is what makes men happy. Diverging, this is also why men, a lot of men, like to fuck a ton of girls. Because there's still an element of conquest to it. It's still a difficult task. You have to convince the girl to sleep with her, etc., etc. There's still an element of conquest to sleeping with lots of women. This is why a lot of men prefer to do it. Just for the women out there, go, why do men fuck girls? Because we're born to fuck girls. Because we're designed to fuck girls. We've been evolutionary programmed to fuck girls. It was always the woman who was the hard one to fuck, and the man had to run around and fuck as much as possible. It's the same with males and females in nearly every species. Men fuck lots and lots of different females. One of them gets pregnant, the seed is spread. That's how it goes. That was me divulging. The point is, men often say to me, a lot of guys message me and say, Tate, your life's so good, you got a Lambo, you got a ton of big booty cuties, you're tall, 6'4", you're sexy as fuck, you're muscly, you're smart, you're a G. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Stop telling me I know. The point is, they say, why, how do I get like you? How do I be happy? Find something to conquer, because without conquest, if you're living a comfortable life, even if you're living a nice life, even if you're living a happy life, even if you're living an exciting life, you will still always be sad inside. You need to find a way to fight and to win. That's a simple way to say it. Doesn't matter whether it's financial, doesn't matter whether it's physical, doesn't matter what it is. You need to fight, you need to win, because it's conquest which is the key.